historical materialism, asserting that the history of all hitherto existing societies is the history of class struggles. The bourgeoisie and the proletariat. The authors identify two main classes in capitalist society: the bourgeoisie, the capitalist class, and the proletariat, the working class. The bourgeoisie is characterized by its ownership of the means of production, while the proletariat owns only their labor power, which they sell to survive. Capitalism and exploitation. Marx and Engels contend that capitalism is marked by exploitation, where the bourgeoisie extracts surplus value from the proletariat's labor. Industrialization and globalization. They discuss the revolutionary impact of industrialization, which transforms society and consolidates the power of the bourgeoisie. Capitalism, by its nature, drives towards globalization and the spread of its economic system around the world.
The chapter argues that communists should not necessarily form separate parties as their interests align with those of the working class parties. The Manifesto also addresses criticism that communism wants to abolish individuality, freedom, and the family, arguing that the bourgeois definition of freedom perpetuates the exploitation of the worker. The modern bourgeois family is based on capital and private gain, and communism does not want to abolish education, but free it from the control of the ruling class. The Manifesto dismisses charges against communism from a religious, philosophical, or ideological standpoint, as they are deemed not deserving of serious examination. Finally, the chapter argues that the working class has no country, and that the proletariat must rise up internationally to end the exploitation of the proletariat and the practice of one nation exploiting another.
Marx discusses the expansion of European socialism up to his time in this chapter. He also criticized all prior movements of their theoretical and practical shortcomings, while acknowledging his own communist alternative as the best manifestation of a shared concern for the working class. As Marx has noted in earlier chapters, bourgeois dominance increasingly divides society into two classes, bourgeoisie and proletariat. There still exists a third class, though, which constantly fluctuates between bourgeoisie and proletariat. Next, we have conservative or bourgeois socialism. This is the form of socialism practiced by those sections of the bourgeoisie wish to reform their class rather than to destroy it. And lastly, the critical utopian socialism and communism. The first great expositors of socialism and communism are Saint Simon, Fourier, Owen, etc., appeared very early in the bourgeois epoch. Accordingly, they did not fully appreciate the character of the proletariat as the revolutionary class, the vehicle of the historical action. And that's it for the chapter 3, the socialist and communist literature.
They openly declare that the ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. Let the ruling class rumble at the communistic revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a war to win. Workers of the world unite.
Everybody have the power to change our future. Believe in the power of your own voice. The more noise you make, the more accountability you demand from your leader. The more our world will change for the future.